Oh, here we go. Hold on. Hello? Hello? How we doing? Everyone doing good today? Welcome. Today we have a very special game. We're going to be doing a bit of a continuation here. You recall, if you haven't watched the Hotel Dusk playthrough on the channel, either on the YouTube or the here, go give that a watch, because I imagine there's going to be some context from that game that's going to be very important going forward. But yeah, we're going to be diving into Hotel Dusk. Actually not, because the series doesn't really have a set name. This will be Last Window, The Secret of Cape West, which is equal to Hotel Dusk. Now, I was told there's like a special ending for doing stuff perfect in Hotel Dusk, so that for that reason I used a guide when I played. And I feel like a good bit of it was lost because I was following a guide so thoroughly, but at the same time, I think I would have been sort of just completely lost if I wasn't using a guide at the same time. So I believe I might use one again just to get through, because the mystery part of it isn't really what I'm here for. I'm here for the story. So I'm going to try not to use a guide for this. I'm going to try and play it as straight as I can. And yeah, we're just going to be chilling. So for now, I'm going to have this ready. Okay. Fine. Oop. Okay, yeah, I think we're all good to go in that regard. You should just see how I sound on stream real quick. There we go. Okay, I sound good. Well, I say we just hop right into it. I warned you, the menu screen as the last game is awkwardly quiet, so just bear with me for a bit. And hopefully once we get into it, I don't know how loud or how quiet to make it, so right now I have it set to a little bit less than what it usually is. It seems too low, I'll adjust it where need be, but let's hop in and see what Kyle Hyde's been. Work of fiction, blah blah blah, all that lovely jazz. 1955, Los Angeles. Hotel Cape West, December 4th. This is quite a bit ago. A diamond? Gorgeous as usual. Ruh-roh! Is that crackling the game, or is it the Sumi? 1967 Los Angeles, Hotel Cape West, December 10th. Shit keeps going down in this hotel. (1980) Los Angeles. So this is only like a year after the events of the first game? Red Crown. Here's the manager, Red Crown. Oh, sorry, we'll see about that. We'll send another salesman right along. Rachel, find out where the hell that bozo Hyde is and what he thinks he's doing. He's getting fucking sloppy is what he's doing. What is he? Relax, Ed. I'm just taking a bit of a breather. A breather? Not out some kind of game, Hyde. Oh there, boss. You don't want to pop a blood vessel at your age? Fuck the voice. You know what, Hyde? If I had to fuck you, you're fired. Oh no. You just got fired. Jesus Christ, it's really going by. What on the... I can't tell if the audio is the game or if it's the Sumi that's fucking up the audio. Oh, woman. Okay, the crackling seems to stop. I think that was the game. Also, this new soundtrack, beautiful. I think you should be fine, Owl. I think they're going to give a bit of a rundown. I don't think you need to know what happened previously to get the full extent. Name's Kyle Hyde. I'm a salesman for a 2-bit company called Red Crown. Quit my detective job in Manhattan and got out of the city a good 4 years ago. On the surface, Red Crown makes deliveries, household stuff, nothing exciting. Behind the scenes, the boss has a racket going to find certain things. Things that don't want to be found, if you know what I mean. That's where I come in. I travel places and look for things. It ain't all dazzling lights, but I'm not gonna hang it up just yet. Then again, December 18th, 1980. That's the day Ed finally grew a pair and set me on my way. So I dragged my sorry ass to the dump I'm used to calling home. So we're fired right now. Lost our job. Gotta open up the door, classic. Chapter 1, December 18th, 1980. Using dates now instead of time. That's just how it's gonna be. Huh? Hey, is that? I don't know, who is it? Nice to be back. Hello? Hey, Tony. Ah. Hey, well, if it isn't Mr. Hyde. Oh, long time no see. Long time? You serious? Yeah, it's been what, 3 days since we last bumped into each other? You know, trust me, seeing you once every 3 days is plenty. Ah, come on, you're killing me here. Don't be so cold. Tony. Yeah, the guy's name is Tony Wolf. Musician, lives across the hall. Not exactly a platinum seller, though. Schedule full of free time and broke to boot. Living the big free and easy. I just passed a dame in sunglasses on the way in. She a friend of yours? What, that classy lady in the big hat? Nope, no friend of mine. Doesn't live here either. Came to visit someone, I guess. Well, at least I don't think she lives here anyway. Yeah, helpful, Tony. Real helpful. Wonder what happened to Mila. She was supposed to be traveling with us after the end of last game. Come on, man. You in love with her or something? Nah, just curious. Yeah, sure, whatever. You know, give that brain cell of yours a rest, why don't you? Yeah, speaking of rest, I got somewhere to be. So you taking off already? Not exactly the chatty type, are you? No chit-chat for your old pal Tony? This guy for real? Since what? Yeah. Hey, do you wanna... Yeah, have you always been like this, Tony? What do you mean? Man, I thought we were the best of buds. We've been tight since you invited me in for dinner that time. Invited? The way I recall it, you barged your way into my room. And you tried to chow down on my takeout dinner. Is that how you look at it? Eating another man's food ain't the best way to make friends, you know. I didn't realize you'd taken it so hard. I mean, who decides that what's cool and what isn't between friends? And I describe you as many things, Tony, but a friend ain't one of them. We're just, you know, acquaintances. Oh, is that so? I didn't have you pegged as such a cold hombre. Yeah, I'm cold, alright. Especially when dealing with the likes of you. Where's my man? Where's my buddy? Where's Louie? Now that's harsh. Even for you. I'm not a robot, man. I got feelings, you know. Yeah, what are you gonna do, Tony? Take a swing at me? You know, like you did last Friday? It's all coming out now, huh? I told you, I had a drink and it messed up with my judgment. A drink? That's how you pretty much drained the bar's reserves. You were drunk and on a mission, Tony. You had some funny idea about spray painting your apartment. And when I stepped in to stop you, you saw red and went for me. Sure that's what happened? Besides, I thought we'd put that little incident behind us. Yeah, by my count, that'd make 3 times now. You just lose it when you're drunk, Tony. Hold on one second, let my cat out. Oliver's here, fighting my wires. Silly cat, can't bite wires, he will die. By my hand. And the worst part is, I always seem to get pulled into the mayhem. Alright, I get it. I swear I'll never cause you any strife again. Cross my heart, man. Yeah, and the rest. I've got a funny feeling of deja vu right about now. I ain't no fortune teller, but I predict I'll be hearing it next month, too. Man, are you for real? Next month? Yeah, that's rich. You know damn well there won't be any more of our little chats next month. Leaving this dump, Tony? What's that supposed to mean? You find yourself somewhere classier? Yeah, maybe I have, but what do you care? No, seriously though, you're clearing out? Hey, why are you so surprised? I mean, it's not like I'm the only one. And we'll try to keep more control over yourself from now on. I gotta split. Let me remember what my settings are. Just so I can quick save on my Nintendo DS that I'm playing on right now. There we go. Look at my Nintendo DS save slots. I'll try not to use a guide for this one. Try to just play it as... No point knocking on the door of a closed cafe. Remember how many times I've been told I've been to this cafe, closest I have to a local haunt. Goes without saying, it's closed this late. But fine. Head to my room. What? Hold up. What was he saying? You for real? Next month, yeah, that's rich. You know damn well there won't be any more of our little chats next month. Why's Tony all set to leave so suddenly? Seems to think we know about it too, hey, Hyde. Mm-hmm. Hey, come on, stay, chat a little more. I mean, it's not like she only gave us a day. Wait, what? Why are you leaving, buddy? Why are you so keen to leave all of a sudden, Tony? Why? You kidding me? After we got that letter, I didn't really have a choice. And what letter is he talking about? What letter are you talking about? Man, I'm talking about the letter Mags Patrice sent out. It's all made it plain and simple in there. Yeah, which letter would that be? I mean, you got the letter. We all got them about a week ago. Everyone in the building's got one. You're the first I've heard of it. You serious? You haven't read the letter? You call me irresponsible. What a joke. You can it, Tony. What are you talking about? Did you even check your mailbox? Ever? Why am I even asking? Last time I snuck a peek, yours was packed solid. Well, let's just say I'm not the kind of guy who has pen pals. Mails and other junk, they don't deserve my time. Sloppy, real sloppy. You're lucky to hold down a job with an attitude like that. Is that supposed to be a joke? What's my job got to do with this? Let's get back on track. What exactly did the letter say? It told us all to gather our stuff and clear out. Just like that. No reason, nothing. Apparently our lovely landlady threw in the towel and decided to sell up. Place gonna get knocked down is what I heard. Oh, what a day. First Ed drops the bombshell, and I hear this place is being sold. Hey guys, there's a voice coming upstairs. Looks like someone's coming down. Hey! Who's that? Who are you? Oh, look at her, she's so bubbly. I love that design, that looks awesome. Hey, Tony! Betty, how you doing? You look in your usual fine self. Always the gentleman. Hello, Mr. Hyde. Everything okay? I like her theme. Betty. Her name's Betty Mayer. Runs 203 and sells trinkets in a little accessory shop nearby. Always polite to everyone. Can't say I'm her biggest fan, though. So, what are you guys talking about? Yo, get this. Senor Hyde here didn't know about the big eviction. Really? I thought everyone knew. Yeah, except me, apparently. Tony was just filling me in. Hyde being less informed than me. Couldn't make this stuff up. Sometimes he never even saw the letter. Would have just gone about his normal routine if I hadn't broken the news. No way. How could you not know? That's pretty funny. What? That's a terrifying... That is such a BM face right there. What the fuck? That's pretty funny. Yeah, that's right. Laugh it up. Like analog horror. Oh, I'm sorry, but you have to admit, it's pretty ironic. Now I think about it, it kind of fits it nicely with your personality. My personality? Type B, Mr. Hyde. You always act so focused. Then again, I guess we all have our quirks. Yeah, enough of the character profiling, Doc. I always act like we're sharing a college dorm or something. But the truth is, we barely know each other around here. Hey, Betty, you got a place lined up for after you move out? What do you mean? You know, like somewhere to stay. Oh, that? Yeah, I'm all set. Lease is signed and sealed. In fact, I'll be out of here next week. Wasting no time, huh? So where are you gonna be living from now on? Why'd you keep it all to yourself? We're buddies, ain't we? Now, Tony. If I go giving away my new digs, I have a funny feeling I'm gonna find you lurking around in the shadows. Me? Lurking? No, never. I would just break into your home. You wouldn't even know I'm living there. I'd be in your walls. Don't take it personally, but there's one thing I think I'll keep for my real friends. Alright, no, I get it, Betty. But hey, our friendship's just blossoming. We work at it. Could become a thing of beauty. What do you say? We could chat over a latte, catch up on old times, you know, all that stuff. Dream on, Tony. Anyway, gotta dash, don't want to be late for my date. Catch you later. Damn, looks like I blew my chances. You think? She's got no idea of the heartache she causes. Just cast me aside like I'm not even there. Face it, Tony, you don't exactly exude charisma. Face it, Tony, you're ugly. Yeah, thanks for that, friend. Way to kick a man when he's down, right? Sometimes I wonder when I'm gonna get myself out of this rut. Can't even drown my sorrows in a bottle without any cash. I don't know, maybe I'll go for a stroll, taking the night air. Later, man. Oh, Tonalicious, what are you doing? What if I follow him and murder him in the night air? Oh, I just got back. What I need now is my room. It's my room, and gonna calm my nerves out in the big neon open. Door in the lobby opens and someone comes out. Hello, Mr. Hyde. May I have a word? Fucking everyone want to talk to me today? Jesus, let me go to bed, please. Miss Patrice. Patrice. Margaret. My name is Margaret Patrice. Or Patrice. I like Patrice. Oh owner of Cape West Apartments, or Cape West Apartments, and lives here on the first floor. Took over when this place was run down hotel and fixed it up into the apartments. To the locals, she's known as Mags. I could have sworn I heard Mr. Wolf's voice a moment ago. No, he was here. You just missed him. He was ranting about needing some fresh air. Oh, is that so? What a shame. Oh, interesting. Hey. What's a shame? What's a shame? Not like he's busy 24/7, isn't he always sulking around? Not as much as you seem to think. In fact, Mr. Wolf's being quite elusive these days. I really do need to discuss a pressing matter with him right away. What is it that's so pressing? Do you need to ask Tony something? Yes, I do. It's a fairly important thing, too. Important? It's about his rent. Well, let me guess, he came up short? Quite. This month marks the 4th in a row he hasn't settled his bill. I was going to ask him to clear his slate today. Typical Tony, squirming your way out of another financial situation. Look, looks like you got a problem there. Yes, I'd hoped he'd be a little bit more forthcoming. After all, the rest of the tenants are such nice people. Well, let me blow my nose real. All stuffed up. There we go, I'll just keep that there for now. Oh, wait, did I just blow my nose fucking live? I'm sorry if you had to hear that then. It's just, Mr. Wolf really, I suppose they're always one though. Trouble does tend to follow him around. Actually, while I have you here, Mr. Hyde, there's the small matter of your rent as well. Yeah, is that right? Is that right? Not trying to pull the wool over my eyes, are you, Mr. Hyde? If memory serves, you have both last month and this month to pay. I appreciate this comes at a bad time with everyone getting ready to leave. But rent is rent, and these apartments don't pay for themselves. Yeah, of course. I'll expect 400 in total from you then, Mr. Hyde. If you can make sure it reaches me by the weekend, that would be perfect. Got it, by the weekend. There's one other tiny matter, Mr. Hyde. Another one? Yes, concerning your mailbox. I know you're a busy man, but if you could spare a couple of minutes and remove some of the clutter, it'd be most appreciated. This is 400 in the 80s, though, Owl. I always check when I pass, and room 202's mailbox is practically overflowing. Yeah, roger, I'll take a look. Much obliged, Mr. Hyde. Well, I think that's my cue to go. Before you go, mind if I ask you something? What is it? Why'd you decide to sell this place all of a sudden? I had a feeling you'd ask. You don't know how to fucking mind your business. Originally, I had no intention of giving this place up. But you know, sometimes unexpected things happen, and well, it's complicated. Hope everything's alright. You seem like a nice landlord. How's the situation complicated? Were you against selling the apartments? It really is quite complicated. I'd rather not discuss it. Why not? I don't think that's any of your concern, Mr. Hyde. I'd be grateful if you could refrain from asking me again. But I've gotta ask. What could be so sensitive? What could be so sensitive? Mr. Hyde, perhaps I wasn't making myself clear. It really is quite complicated. I'd rather not discuss it. I see. But what makes you think I'm happy to share my secrets with you, Mr. Hyde? My apologies. I'll go clear up my mailbox for you then real quick. Hold on. Wait, what was that Mag said? Maybe she's upset at me for pushing her on about why she's selling up. Should I get my... Do I need to talk to her again? Man, did I fuck up? Can I bother you for a... Oh, I didn't mean to be rude. Sorry about before. I wasn't out to upset you or anything. Oh. You said that you weren't happy to share your reasons, but I still let my curiosity get the better of me. Well, Mr. Hyde, that's very gallant of you to say. I could have been more polite as well. Not easy for a widow like me to take care of a place like this, you know. I can trust you to understand that, can't I? Yeah. You know, truth be told, my dad died and left my mom a widow too. I'm sorry to hear that. So your situation's not exactly alien to me. It's nice to know there are still some understanding people out there. I noticed there was a lot of demolition around these parts lately. Your predicament wouldn't have anything to do with that, would it? Well, I can't say they haven't been hassling me a little. But that's not the main reason. I didn't mean to be rude, but I want answers. So you're saying there is a cast-iron reason behind this? I'm not going to comment on it. And I don't think you should be prying either. Please don't pay it any mind. Right. I'm sorry things have turned out this way, Mr. Hyde. I really am. I think it's time for me to be on my way as well. Mag's headed back into her room. 400 by the weekend. It's a tall order. Better make note of that in my notebook. There we go. Which one am I? 2-0 something, I think? These mailboxes are for the tenants of the second floor. As expected, it's full of mail. Suppose I better take a look of some of it. Let's look at my mail. Just got better. Damn, can't remember the combination. I got it written down, though. Not exactly secure, but any thief out there is welcome to my bills. Jeez, fucking hide. What? Okay, no, 771. Alright. I thought it was just 777. What was it again? What direction? Okay. Seven. And 1. Oh, no, sorry. I was going based on normal locker rules. 7. 1. Weird ass locker. Oh my god, Jesus, Hyde. I'm making that face at you right now, you fucking slob. Been a long time since I saw this much mail jammed in there. Gotta find the one from Mags. The brown envelope lying on the floor. Nothing special, just an advert for some TV shopping trash. Here we are. Pick up the eviction notice from among the mail. My dear tenants, after much deliberation, I have chosen to sell the property. The new owner plans to have the building demolished, so it's my unfortunate duty to inform you of the need to vacate your earliest convenience. Further information will be posted on the notice board in the coming days, December 10th. According to the date, this thing's about a week ago. There's a flyer of some sort lying on the floor. What's this? Looks like it might not be entirely useless. I stashed the flyer between the other letters. I pick up the mound of mail and put it in my case. What was the flyer? Oh shit, I just hit my mic. Sorry about that. Oh, there it is. Right there. Walk quickly, press and hold the control pad in the direction you wish to go, or touch an area. Oh, okay, that's neat. Thank you. I can walk faster, you're right. Well, I think I got everything I need. Let's get on out of here. And I can check the corkboard, too. It's a notice board for the residents. Some bits of paper are pinned to it. The notice pinned to the board. It says, due to the recent decision to cease leasing these apartments, tenants are required to vacate the premises by the end of the month. Looks like this is what Tony was rattling on about. The notice pinned to the board. It says, please refrain from littering, thank you. Notice pinned to the board. It says, tenants should be sure to empty their mailboxes on a regular basis. Alright, nothing too helpful for me. Well, let's get the heck out of here. I'm gonna go lay down. Unless someone wants to interrupt me. Someone's coming down the stairs. What'd I tell you? Every day. I want to go to bed. Hey, who's there? That Tony. What's this guy doing with a hammer? Hey, you. Huh? What? What are you doing there? But me, what am I? I was just wandering around and thinking of a few things through. Thinking? You serious? Look at you. You don't think? Yeah, is that a crime now? I suppose the hammer helps you concentrate, right? Wanna tell me what you're really up to? This? I'll use this to fix the place up. Fix the place up? Yeah, that's right. I was checking the hallways and doors, making sure it's all ship-shape. Dylan. This guy goes by the name Dylan Fitcher. Lives in room 304. He's a plumber and a general handyman. Got a glum look about him. Wouldn't make a very good clown at a kid's party. Is that the basis in which you judge people, Hyde? Whether they'd be a good clown or not? How come you get lumped up? How come you get lumped with the building repairs? I don't know, Miss Patrice asked if I wouldn't mind. Miss Patrice? Yeah. She must have noticed I got all the tools ready. Got a hammer and a spanner and everything I need to fix the plumbing. So that's why she asked you. Must be convenient to have a free handyman. I guess so. Guess I'm the only one who didn't know you took care of all this. Oh, could be. You're the only one who's ever quizzed me like this. Yeah, well, you know, can't be too careful. Why even fixing the place up anyway? It's gonna be torn down, right? Sounds like a big fat waste of time to me. Miss Patrice was very clear. She told me to keep the place in good order. Right up until the last day when the deed changes hands. Interesting. Anyway, gotta rush. Dylan takes off. Best viewers. Or like best hell for you. Be gone. What am I? I think I'm room 203. Here we are. Home sweet home. Thought I'd check just on the off chance it was unlocked. Nothing. Bees get more attention from buzzing than I do. Good line. So which room am I in? I thought this was my room. Oh, 202. Sorry, I just randomly harassed you, random person. There we go. Now that's a room. Locked. Use my key to unlock the door. Oh? What do we have? A letter for me? Something jammed in my door catches my eye as it falls to the ground. What the? I pick it up and take a look. What the hell is this? No name, nothing. Like it got me an anonymous letter. I take the anonymous letter and then... Am I gonna be out of this place within the month? Didn't see that one coming, did you, Kyle? I like my room. This is a nice room. Kind of baller, I'm not gonna lie. We even got our cool soundtrack in here, too? Place my suitcase on the table next to the wall. My trusty case that has certainly seen its fair share of action. Feels like I've been dragging the thing around my whole life. Inherited it from my old man after he died. Started putting it to good use after quitting the force and working for Ed. Since then, we've pretty much gone everywhere together. Dropped my jacket on the sofa. Oh, right. I should take another look at that letter. Open the envelope and unfold the note. Inside I find a typed letter reading. Item. Locate the Scarlet Star, which disappeared at the Hotel Cape West 25 years ago. An order? What kind of order is this? Getting an order directly from a client never happens. Gotta be some kind of joke. I put the letter on the table. Look at that fancy little doodad. Is that the phone? Ringing suddenly stopped. Well, that's weird. I'm so popular. The lamp on the answer phone is flashing. There's an answer phone hooked up. Makes me feel less guilty about ignoring a call. First thing I hear on the tape is a young woman. Hey Kyle, it's me. Looks like you're not home yet, huh? Voice of a nightingale. That's our Rachel. You really pushed Ed off the deep end this time. What are you gonna do? Don't get blind drunk and do something stupid, okay? I'll call him again in the morning. Or call again in the morning. Damn. Looks like Ed wasn't just letting off steam this time. Oh, looks like there was another message on here. I hear the voice of a man I don't recognize. I lied? Who the hell is that? I have an order for you. The request has been taken directly to your room. What do you say? The request was brought directly to my room. There's just no doubt about where that letter came from now. Knew there was something not quite right about that letter. Better take another look. Someone knows about us and has hired us. Let's have a little look-see. To really clear away these empty bottles of booze. My jacket. I remember taking it off and leaving it here. But this sofa means a lot to me. Spent many relaxing nights together. I reread the letter I found jammed in the doorway. Item. Locate the Scarlet Star which disappeared at Hotel Cape West 25 years ago. But first I need to find out what a Scarlet Star even is. Actually, come to think of it, is that even a genuine order? Well, one thing's for sure, this was a hotel 13 years ago. But why is something from that long ago appearing on an order? Moreover, what the hell is a Scarlet Star? $11 o'clock. As the night drags on, the fatigue drags me to my bed. Not exactly a sound night's rest. Can't recall how many times I woke up. Look at that man sleeping. Can't seem to fall asleep into one of those deep slumbers. 4 years ago, after quitting the force and leaving Manhattan, I ended up working for Ed. He knew well about my past, but still gave me work. Ed introduced me to the world of locating things that didn't want to be found. The special service isn't publicized, but it's proved to be quite a flourishing business. But now Ed's canned me, and it's all come to an end. Then this. Why'd such a bizarre order make its way directly to me? These kind of things normally go through Ed first. That mean that his little side business isn't as secret as he thinks? Well, even if that is the case, it doesn't explain why I've been roped into this. I realize I'm not gonna get any sleep and stop trying. Slip out of bed and head to the window and open the blinds. As I lean on the glass, I take in the view that stretches out before me. I should be looking right at the old LA at night I know so well. But tonight, something feels slightly different. As I idly stare through the glass at what's beyond, my mind wanders back to the day's events. December 18th, 1980. Ed gave me my marching orders and I dragged myself home. There was someone waiting in the lobby when I got there. Right, that's when I ran into Tony. Right. I met Tony after I got into the door. He was the one who dropped the bombshell about these apartments closing. After Tony and I went in our separate ways, I got into a conversation with Mags. Curiosity got the better of me, and I asked why she decided to sell the place. Reason she gave was that... Yeah, that's right. Mags is feeling the strain of running the place alone and decided to sell. She also mentioned another reason for selling, but wouldn't elaborate. After that, I checked my mailbox, as agreed, and went up to my room. I opened the door just like any other night and went inside. There were a couple of messages waiting for me on my answer phone. The second one caught my attention. It was... Exactly. The voice I heard wasn't one I recognized. He told me that he'd left me an order to locate something for him. I normally get this kind of thing from Ed, but this time it came directly to me. Didn't exactly instill the most positive feeling inside me. December 18th, 1980. I waited in my apartment mulling over what my next step was. But I had an uneasy feeling and couldn't seem to shake it. At that point, I didn't have any clue about the bigger picture. Scarlet Star. Something lost at Hotel Cape West some 25 years ago. Why did that order sheet come directly to me? And how does that connect to the past? I'm worried my search might set me on a path to something I might not want to know. You can now read the events of this chapter in the last window novel. Nice. Thank you. I would like to save my progress. Boink, 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 boink. There we go. December 18th, Cape West, room 202. He's so sleepy. Mysterious order. Sleepless night. Chapter 2, December 19th, 1980. The alarm in my cramped apartment starts to beep. Oh, come on, can't you just let me get a little more shut-eye? Every morning I have to fight the temptation to get a gun and shoot the damn thing. Guess the only way to stop that damn beeping is to get up and hit it myself. Alright, I get it. Lift my weary head from the pillow and open my tired eyes. The table beside my bed is that damn alarm clock. Oh, do I have to actually do it? Hit it! There we go. Puzzle solved. 8 o'clock already. I still have my job. This would be my cue to get up. I don't need to worry about that kind of thing anymore, though. Put my head back down on the pillow and fall asleep again. God damn it. Great. Now the phone's ringing. Reach out from my bed and grab the receiver. Yeah? From your voice, it sounds like you're still in bed. Bet it's Rachel. Baby girl. Who's this? Oh, it's not. It's me, Kyle. Okay, you don't remember your mother's voice after only half a year? Our mom? We have a mom? Janine? You're not my baby girl, then. Mom. So it's my mom, Janine. She had a tough time after my old man passed away. Had to raise me on her own. Now she lives by herself in New Jersey, working as a nurse. If you don't drag yourself out of bed soon, you'll be late for work, you know. I'm taking today off. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have saved the call for another time and let you rest. Don't sweat it. I was planning on getting up around now anyway. Why you calling me this early? Something up? Well, actually there is. It's been on my mind since last night. I got a call from someone calling himself Rex Foster. Rex Foster? He said he wanted to ask me a couple of questions. He was keen to know if I was the mother of Kyle Hyde, ex-New York detective. When I told him I was, he continued with something that caught me off guard. He asked whether you were still searching for Brian Bradley or not. What'd you tell him? I said I didn't know. That's all he wanted to know. In fact, once I answered his question, he hung up. I need to know, though, are you still looking for Bradley, Kyle? That's ancient history, Mom. I'm done looking for Bradley. Brian Bradley, my partner from back when I was a cop in New York. 4 years ago, he was working undercover, and it turned out he was on the take. He was a good friend. After I put a bullet in him, I quit the force. That's probably for the best. Yeah, maybe. Who is Rex Foster, anyway? Can't say the name rings a bell. And, Mom? If you get any more calls from strangers asking you questions. I know what you're going to say, but I thought he might be your friend. He's not. I told you, I don't know the guy. I don't know anybody who'd call my mom to snoop around for info. Alright, I understand. Glad to hear it. Anyway, I gotta go, Ma. Kyle, wait. What now? How are things with Ed? Yeah, about that. Ed, boss of Red Crown. He and my old man were buddies in a sense. They both drank at the same bar and they got to talking a lot. Been 25 years since the incident in the downtown parking lot. When an officer on patrol came across my dad's body. It was Ed, a member of the LAPD at the time, that found him. When you said to me you were going to work for Ed, Kyle, I couldn't work it out. You're just not the salesman type. I worry about you, even now. I'm your mother. It's in the job description. Look, Ma. 34 years old. I think it's about time you eased up on the worrying a little bit. You're probably right. It's just that you're the same age your father was when he died and... No, you're right. I won't worry too much. I'll let you go now, Kyle. You have a nice day and look after yourself. Aw, Ma. Ma. I was wide awake after the chat I had with my mom. Gave up trying to get back to sleep and dragged myself out of the bed. So I was still in work mode, and it's late sleeping for me. Make my way to the sink and turn on the tap. Splash cold water over my face, giving my senses a sharp wake-up call. Feeling a lot more alert, I pulled out some clothes and got dressed. Still feel that strange lack of focus and can't quite get my head together. There isn't anything I feel like doing right now. Before I know it, I find myself slumped on the sofa. Slowly I began to gain a little clarity as I sit there, but there's something about hearing my mom's voice after all this time. That and the fact that I'm blankly staring at the worn-out wallpaper in my room sends me plunging back through my thoughts to a point somewhere in the past. start reminiscing about LA, place I was born and raised. Then about my dad, Chris Hyde. He was a man with so little to say, so into his work that he was rarely home. My mom was working as a nurse back then, too. I'd come home from school each day, only to be greeted by an empty apartment. I was 9 years old when my dad died. 3 days after he left for a job, he wound up dead in a parking lot somewhere downtown. I recall Mom crying for a solid week after it happened. After she managed to get her feelings together, she packed our stuff and took us off to start a new life in Manhattan. Why'd my dad have to die like that? Who wanted him dead, and why'd he have to leave town? I had all these questions going around in my head, but Mom wasn't talking. 7 years into our new life in Manhattan, when I was 16 years old, Mom decided to start talking to me about Dad. She chose the time to reveal something I didn't know about my dad. He told me that he used to be a safecracker. It reached the point where he wanted to wash his hands of it. But after he left home to do his last job, he never returned. Death was unexplained and the case remains unsolved to this day. 6 short years from then, I became a detective. I remember the words my mom said to me on that day about my old man. She said that now I'm a detective, I can uncover the truth behind his death. I took her words lightly. After all, I knew about being in this line of work. I knew that getting to the bottom of the mystery surrounding a man's death would lead to truths that relatives of the deceased would want to hear. Even with the tools I had at my disposal, I wasn't willing to dig. I quit the job and still don't know the truth. I return from my trance-like state, draw a long breath and stand up from the sofa. Me and my thoughts. Busy day today. Have a little look around. There's a fridge here with a built-in freezer in the kitchen area. It's been so long since I last went grocery shopping, I don't even recall buying any lemons. Apples may be nutritious, but I don't think they'd constitute a meal. Jar of pickles is the only thing in my refrigerator that isn't starting to rot. Can't get enough of these. Had a couple of beers. You just munching on pickles? You hungry? Mirror above the sink. Mirror I look at myself in the mirror I look at myself in every morning. And damn, I could do with a shave. I'm looking pretty rough. My dad was demolished, just like the apartment block. That's a fucked way to say someone died. They were demolished. They were turned to rubble. That's my toothbrush and the cup I used to wash my mouth out with. My toothpaste is there on the shelf, right where I need it. Just your basic wash basin. Don't think there's much in here, but I'll take a look anyway. My stash of sauces and seasonings. A lot of mayonnaise, though. Plates in a mug. I should probably put these with the others. I don't know if I'd call a corpse rubble. I feel like that's a bit of an a bit too far. Oh, I forgot to turn on my little my sprunglows. Hold on. I want my little stream avatars. I can't believe I forgot the little scrungles. I love them. Apparently I don't love them enough to remember them, though. Hold on, here they come. There they are. Little scrungles. I didn't mean to look in there again. I think it's mostly pots and pans down here. That's where my kettle is. The bottle of sauce. Not sure why I left it down here. A big pot. I could cook all kind of things in here if I wanted to. I should sort out these drawers sometime. They're full of disorganized crap. These cupboards are mostly empty. My coffee pot's on the stove. Cup of Joe always wakes me right up. Stove with a large oven. Haven't used it in a while. I cook more often, but Sydney's hamburgers are just so tasty. The yummy hamburger. There's a locked cupboard next to the stove. I forgot what's inside, but it's not important. All my dishes and cups are in the cupboard. Probably some other stuff, too. Never opened up the cupboards. Full of crockery that I have no real use for. So what is it we're doing? Did I just leave then for now? Those are my delicious beer cans I can eat later. Huh? It's the phone again. Who's calling me now? Is it Rachel this time? Hello? Hey there. With the receiver pressed against my ear, I hear a familiar voice. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Rach. How you doing? How you doing, handsome? I've been better. Sure you have. Things could be a lot worse, though. For someone who lost their job yesterday, you sound okay, at least. Well, I'm not exactly full of sunshine and happiness, you know? Same old Kyle. Always got something on your mind. Hey, is the Ed Miser around? He just stepped out not 5 minutes ago. Always stepping out. He say anything about me? Yeah, you came up in conversation. He said that if you call, not to bother letting him know. Damn, sounds like he's really blown a gasket this time. And then some. Can you blame him, though? Some people might say he made the right choice. 3 days after leaving on a job and not a single phone call to check in? You didn't even show up at the place you were supposed to be heading. Yeah, maybe I did kind of have it coming. Still, even given the circumstances, why'd he choose now to fire you? I mean, it's not like the first time you slacked off on a job. Did something happen between you two? Yeah, it could have been because I just told him I don't want to do this kind of work no more. Yeah, that'd do it. Lined myself up for a bullet there, I guess. You know when he'll be back? Something he and I need to discuss. He'll be back a bit after lunchtime. Said he's gonna listen to the election candidate speeches. Oh really? Doesn't sound like the Ed I know. He's always ragging on about how much he hates politics. Well, he mentioned that one of the people running for mayor is an ex-boss of his. A guy called Hugh Speck. That is the most, like, evil politician name I've ever heard in my life. Fucking Hugh Speck? Little fucking stain on the side of a glass, Hugh Speck? I'm not voting for Hugh Speck. You ain't got no respec. Fucking Hugh Speck. What a... You gotta rename yourself. The whole thing's gonna be televised, too. It'll be on at 9. Right. Well, as soon as he gets back, get me on the phone. Oh, one other thing. You had a phone call earlier? Someone going by the name of Rex Foster. Ring any bells? What? I just said that you were on holiday and hung up. He a friend of yours? Yeah, no, definitely not. But the same guy called my mom last night, too. Your mom? What did he want? That's what I want to find out. Seems he already knew I used to be a detective, though. Hugh G. Clock. Yeah, no, you're right. That would be... I would vote for that, man. If you come to me as Huge Clock, you have my vote. I'd die for you. I'll go to war. I would destroy LA for Huge Clock. Gotcha. And I'll be in touch when Ed gets back. Keep your pager on, alright? Roger that. God, I love you. Don't envy Rachel. She's Ed's PA, but always struggles to keep me and Ed civil. Come to think of it, she's the only woman I'm happy to be totally open with. What are these emotions in my 1980s male body? What'd I do to LA? I did whatever Huge Glock told me to. Reach into my pocket and switch on my pager. Rex Foster. Why is this guy keeping tabs on me? Biggs D Peanut. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. We need these candidates. I want them to fight for my amusement. 9 o'clock already. If you're not willing to fight for your position, then you don't deserve the position at all, personally. That's when Rachel said they'd start showing the speeches on the news. Guess if Ed made the effort to drag himself along to listen, might as well switch on the TV and give it a try. Nothing better to do. Where's my TV? There it is. There's a TV on the table. Doesn't look like much, but at least it works. We steal that TV from the fucking hotel? From Hotel Dusk? Oh wait, here we go. There we go. Pinky Rabbit. There's an old cartoon on. Pinky Rabbit, huh? That takes me back. I used to love this guy. Hugh Speck, the most prominent candidate in the election, will be giving his campaign speech momentarily. The 5 News is here with live coverage of that speech. Stay tuned. Entering the cheers from the crowd, Hugh Speck takes the podium. Speck is a retired LAPD officer, and now working to stamp out the petty organized crime in the city. Today at 4 p.m., 5 will be airing an exclusive look at the man himself. Don't forget to tune in. This is Robert Harrison for 5 News, signing off. 5 whole news. Hugh Speck, an ex-cop and also Ed's old boss, trying to become a mayor now. Vicious guy. Got a special TV slot at 4 o'clock. I think I'll check it out. Hold on. 4... special. There we go. Oh, sorry. We changed his name to Clock. Let me fix that. There we go. Ed fucking assassinates you, Spec live on camera. Oh, let's head it. Can I get out of here now? Is someone gonna fucking... Everyone harasses me in this place. Someone buzzes my room. Who's there? We're in for a scare. By scare, I mean I'm gonna open fire. Who is it? What do you want, Tony? Can't replace Louie. Cool, you're still here. Right, what do you want? You know what time it is, right? Trust me, man, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't important. Yeah, it's always important with you. Go on, spill it. I need your help, like, really need your help. Hey, calm down, will ya? Spit it out, what's wrong? Thanks, just hear me out, alright? Come on with me, I need you to help. I need you to help me fix, something with your quick thinking. Quick thinking? Yeah, I'm being squeezed by that chick down the hall, but she's got it all wrong. You're being... What the hell are you blabbing about, Tony? Better start making sense soon or you're out of here. Alright, let me catch my breath. It's really bad, man. It's worse than usual, really. Really bad. Yeah, what could be so bad? She's shouting out some crazy stuff saying I'm a no-good thief. Well, she thinks you're a thief? Come on, Tony, what'd you do this time? Yeah, that's right. Take one look at me and send me downtown. I'm innocent. Can't tell you how much I've tried telling her. She thinks I snatched her ring. Just keep screaming it over and over. Ring? Who thinks you stole a ring? Marie, that's who. She made up her mind and won't listen to reason. Marie. You know, the chick living in 206? She's the blonde who moved around in here around half a year back. Oh, the stuck-up one, right? Yeah, so we're clear. Anyway, Marie lost her ring somewhere, and now she's accusing me. I'm drawing a total blank. Why does Marie think it was you who took her ring? Well, search me. She's gotta have a reason, though. I mean, she's not imagining it, right? Well, I got no idea what she's thinking. I told you, it doesn't make any sense to me. Try asking her why she thinks it was you? Well, yeah, but she just came out of nowhere and barged into my room. Demanded that I return her precious ring. She wouldn't even let me speak. So you didn't do anything that could have led her to suspect it was you? I don't know, I mean, I can't remember. I see. I don't know what she's on. Chick must be crazy or something. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, Tony. But I need you to promise me you really didn't take that ring. Why the hell would I even touch a stupid ring? Maybe many things, but I'm not the kind of guy who steals people's stuff. Yeah, I guess you're not. You know, now that I think about it, you're not the sort of who'd grab a person's wallet. Oh, damn right! Glad you finally realized, man, I'm not a thief. That's why I need you to go in there and convince her the same. She's bound to listen to you. I don't have a chance in a hell on my own. Yeah, well, let's hope you're right. I'll give it a shot. I don't know, man. I don't know who you are, really. So, oh, man, look at her. We're done. We're beat. What'd you do, man? Come on. Look at her. We're fucking cooked, man. She's got the PNG tuber, like, arms crossed position. We're fucked. How am I supposed to convince her of anything? What'd you do to me here, man? Come on, Hyde. Go and tell her, man. Tell her I'm not a thief. Dude, we're done. We've lost the fight. Look at her. That wasn't my voice. Sorry, my voice got lighter when I spoke to you. I was just so in awe of your beauty. You got a moment? Maybe. What do you want? It looks like you and Tony are having some sort of disagreement. You could say that. Marie. Her name is Marie Rivet. She moved into 206 about half a year ago. I don't know the first thing about her. Can you tell me what happened? My ring's been stolen, that's what. It was that guy from room 201. He did it. Yeah, but why are you so sure Tony did it? Why are you so convinced it was him? Simple. He was the only person around when it went missing. He stole it right out of my room. Well, how can you be so sure? He must have taken it this morning when I went to the vending machine in the lobby. I planned on going straight back to my room, so I left the door unlocked. Is that all you got to go on? Not quite. I passed him on the stairs on my way down. He was heading up to the second floor. I think he seized that opportunity to snoop around in my room and snatch my ring while I was away. That's why you think it was him? Exactly. No, seriously though, that's the only reason you think it was him. It's got to be, I'm sure of it. After all, he was the only person around, and when he went past my room, he saw the door was unlocked and he what? Well, it's no secret that he's short on cash. No secret that dude is broke. And I'm sure he's no stranger to taking other people's stuff either. No stranger? What the hell? So getting too close to the truth, am I? Don't play the innocent with me. I've seen you borrowing money from other people in the building. I don't have to listen to this crap. Hey, take it easy, Tony. Moving your fist around ain't gonna help your case. Yeah, I know, man. Mr. Hyde, I don't know why he's decided to involve you in this, but all I want is for him to return my ring. And when exactly did your ring go missing? I'd say about an hour ago. When I got back from the lobby, my door was wide open. This was unusual, but I headed inside and soon noticed my ring was gone. It wasn't in the place I remember leaving it. I knew what had happened immediately. He stole it. we find this ring, then you're gonna be real embarrassed. What kind of ring was stolen? A diamond one. It was a 3-carat diamond ring with rubies on it. Well, sounds like it came with quite the price tag. It's a very important ring to me. I got it as a present from someone special. Yeah, this is not a... This ain't just like a chump ring here. This is quite a payday if someone did steal it. When did you leave the ring? Where? Inside my room, of course. So I don't see why I should share that sort of information with you. Do you see now, Mr. Hyde? Do you understand why I think he stole my ring? It's not that I don't understand what you're saying here, Marie. But Tony's telling me a different story. He swears he didn't take it. Yeah, you tell her, Hyde! That's what I've been saying from the start! What would I want with a stupid ring anyway? How can you be sure it wasn't taken by someone who snuck into the building? After all, anyone can just wander in here. There's some weird people about. Like last night, when I saw the suspicious lady in sunglasses going out the door. Who the hell was that? You saw her too, right, Hyde? Yeah, no, I saw her. Well, I'm not convinced. It goes without saying that there are suspicious people around. But if you ask me, you're the most suspicious one of the lot. Come on, will you just drop it already? Hey, get your hands off me! Hey, Tony! Huh? Oh, now Betty's here. Can you people, like, keep the noise down? What's all the shouting in aid of, anyway? Oh, Betty! You gotta hear me out. It's Marie. She's saying all kinds of crap about me. Yeah, she thinks you stolen her ring, right? And keep your voice down unless you want the entire block to hear you. I'm being set up! What would I want with her lousy ring? Marie? Yes? About the ring that you would say was stolen from you? That diamond one you always wear, right? Yes, that's right. So, you've seen the ring before, Betty? Yeah, I've seen it. Don't know if the diamond's a real one or not, though. Of course it's real. I hate to say it, but I think you're pointing the finger at the wrong person, Marie. Yeah, so it's settled. You do believe me after all. Well, slow down, I never said that. But I just think that your version of events is more believable than hers. What did you say? Marie, this isn't the first time this kind of thing has happened, is it? I don't know what you mean. Come on, think back, it was when you first moved into the building. You were ranting about some of your stuff going missing then, too. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you blame the whole thing on Billy from 205? In the end, though, it turned out that the moving company just messed up. What I'm trying to say is, before you go blaming Tony, why don't you try searching your apartment again? And if you really want to continue this ruckus, do it somewhere else. I can't hear myself think with all the shouting right outside the door. Alright, thank you, Betty. You know what, we gotta in here with the combo. Came here and shut her up. After hearing her, after having her say, Betty retreated into that sentence did something to me. Marie, I'm not saying I believe Betty, but anyone can make a mistake, you know. And just what are you implying, Mr. Hyde? You should check your room again. You could get lucky and find your ring there after all. I've already checked everywhere. I told you it's not there. You know, I hear you, but what's the harm of having one last look? Okay. Maybe we could take a look around my room one more time. But if I'm right and the ring doesn't show up, what are we gonna do about it then? I don't know, maybe you could always look around Tony's room. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Tony? I guess I don't. Then it's settled. But I have one condition, Mr. Hyde. You have to check my room. Me? Yes. You and Mr. Wolf seem to be friends, and you think he's innocent, so... You need to be the one to check the room before you take me seriously. Then we'll see who's telling the truth. I mean, if you insist. I'll wait for you in my room. He finishes speaking and returns to room 206. What kind of bullshit you get me into, Tony? Hey, Hyde. Hey, get with it, man. Go check with Marie's room. Thank you. I appreciate all your effort. You're a real friend. You're a real pal. Fucking dickbag. This is Marie's room. Nice. Really nice. Like, oddly nice in here. Please come in, Mr. Hyde. Touch as much as you like, but I doubt you'll find anything. Don't be so sure. I can be pretty thorough. Before I get started, though, I'm curious about something. Can you tell me where you left the ring this morning? Certainly. I put it on the table just in front of my sofa. I remember clearly putting it there. Not there now, though. Remember clearly, huh? You normally wear the ring, Marie? Yes. But I do take it off and place it on my bedside table before going to bed. Any other times you take it off? Well, yeah. When I wash my face, or if I'm cleaning dishes in the kitchen, for example. Also, I usually take it off when I'm putting on my makeup. I see. Well, let's take a little look around here. Let me check that makeup table. Is that the ring right there? There seems to be something lodged between the dressers and the chest of drawers. No fucking shot. I'm not using the guide, by the way. I'm not using the guide. That was the first fucking place I went to, and there it is. Huh? What's that? Looks like something shiny dropped down between the furniture. We need to kill this woman. What do we have here? Damn, looks like a manly arms. My big, awesome manly arms are too big to fit into the gap. Hey, Marie. What is it? You mind if I shift the dresser a little? Good luck. Yeah, thanks for the support. That dresser's fixed tight to the wall, and there's no easy way of moving it. Good idea, in my opinion. I wouldn't want it falling every time we have an earthquake. How my mom finds my shit after 30 minutes to find it. That's exactly what's happening. I've looked everywhere. I can't find it. He must have stolen it. There was a conspiracy at foot. It's right there. I can see it. I'm looking at it right now. Right, now what? What is it, Mr. Hyde? It looks like something's fallen between the dresser and the chest of drawers. I'm gonna get a closer look. Between the dresser and the chest of drawers? Yeah, right between the two. Are you sure you're not just seeing things? I can't make much out at all. You never know. It could turn out to be your ring. Problem is, I can't get my arm to pull it out. Got anything lying around we can poke in there to get it out? Like what? It doesn't really matter what, just has to be thin enough to fit in the gap. Nothing really springs to mind. I'm beginning to think you don't want to find your ring. I think you just want to cause problems. I don't think you even care about the ring at this point. If you find anything that looks likely to fit, feel free to give it a try. Great, now I've got another search on my hands. What the fuck? What is this, lady? What do you want from me? I'll probably find like a silverware or something that I can use. And a spoon out of place. Cupboard doors are kind of busted up. Refrigerator's making an awful racket. Surely there's something in one of these drawers. Wooden cupboard with a lock on it, same as my room. Doors ain't in great condition, but they're clean as can be. All the crockery's in neat little piles. Hey, it's my face. Good to know I'm not a vampire. Thank you, Hyde. A cup on the shelf with a toothbrush resting on it. The built-in wash basin next to the refrigerator. Nothing here. What about in your bathroom? Mr. Hyde, I'd rather you didn't go snooping around in my bathroom. Never even take my ring in there. Just checking out all the possibilities. Don't get the wrong idea. Fine. You don't want me to find your ring. That's all I'm learning here. The dresser with a huge mirror on it. Someone likes looking at herself. Various makeup bottles are sat in front of the mirror. She sure has a lot of different kinds of makeup. Dresser's fixed in place, but still feels a bit unsteady on its legs. Chest drawers looks like it's undergone some repair work. Photograph of a young gentleman flashing a charming smile. On the chest of drawers is a photograph of a young woman. There's a painting on the leg of the wall. It's a watercolor. TV's spotless, but it's not actually plugged in. Priorities, I guess. I just searched the bed itself, maybe? Like nearly all the furniture in the building, this chest of the drawers is showing its age. The bed's not only made, it's practically hospital-worthy. Lamp on the chest of drawers, nothing more. New pillows, they look strokeably soft. Strokeably soft. You gotta be put in a fucking mental institution for that line guide. Everything in the drawer is nice and neat. I need a long, thin object. Where are you hiding your long, thin objects, lady? There's a sketch of the room on the table. Must be something to remember this room by after she moves. Why is my Discord? My Discord appears to be acting funny. For some undiscernible... Give me 1 second. Ah. I'll respond to that later. There's a cup on the table. There's coffee in the cup, but it's getting pretty cold. Must have been a while since she poured it. There's a box of cookies on the table. I wouldn't refuse one if she offered it. I'm so hungry, I love cookies. White box rested on the tabletop. Inside I can see it's packed full of cookies. But it looks like it might just be small enough to fit into the gap. You want to pick up the box lid? We're using a box lid to get that thing out? You're the boss. Or he must have left his stress and sewing box here. Or he must have left his thread here. Got my mind working. Looks like I'm moving in the right direction. It should fit between the furniture, but it's too dinky to actually pull anything out. Yoink. Stealing your thread? It's a white one. It's a white one-piece dress. It looks like it's only half finished. These are the cushions on the sofa. Feel like they're made of linen. You get stripes on them like the wallpaper. Can't say I'm a stripes sort of guy. So if I combine my string and my shit... No. I'm a fool. I'm not sure what we're gonna do with the thread, but we'll see. So can I... Something's shining between the dress and the chest of drawers. Maybe I can use this lid to latch onto the thing and drag it out. Let's have a look. No. Come back. Oops. Damn, that's done it. I've pushed it even more. Didn't think that one out, did you, Hyde? Something wrong? I take it from the way you're acting, it didn't work. It's no problem. I've just got to give it one... I just gotta give it some more thought. You better get thinking then. Shit. Using this here isn't gonna be that helpful. What do I do then? Be something lodged between the... use the key to get it at? That would be my go-to, just use a little key or something. Well, you're not getting your ring back. I don't know what to tell you. I guess you just have to die. I don't know. The books on the bottom shelf are all written by the same author. Must be good. A variety of leather-bound books made up the contents of the top shelf. Who the fuck is this dude? Who the fuck is this? There's a photo frame next to the books on the bottom shelf. The photograph is a portrait of a handsome young man. Who could that be? The bookcase in the corner bears a telltale sign of a long life of heavy abuse. The Mad Mogger is fucking captured in that photo. John Biggs Cox, you're right. He's here. Nothing but shoes in here. Wooden cabinet with 3 drawers. Not the first time I've seen it, and it won't be the last. Oh, what do we have here? There's some safety pins inside the drawer. Now this is a definite plus. Pretty sure one of these will come in handy. Yes, okay, we're on to something. It's a nylon-covered notebook and the black ballpoint pen. Looks like there's a tape measure inside. Could be useful, never know. The first aid kit. Hopefully I won't end up needing it. I know what I must do. And by that I mean I'm gonna try and combine shit. And I'll make a hook. Yeah, there it is. There it is. No, I think we got our hook. We're about to go fucking fishing. This should be fine. Don't worry, Marie. We'll get that shit out of there. Here we go. Oh, look at this thing. Okay. Okay, here we go. Yep, there we go. Just lift it. Lift it. There we go. Perfect. Got it. I take the ring. Now perhaps I can put an end to this whole mess. Here you are, lady. Marie. What is it? So does this look like anything? Does this look anything like the ring you claim was stolen? You found it? Yeah, it didn't even break a sweat. No expert on jewelry, but this looks like a pretty decent ring even to me. Definitely impressed by the big stone on it. Mr. Hyde, now you've found my ring. Please hand it to me now. Yeah, what's going on with her all of a sudden? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. I'm just keen to get my property back. I guess you are. That's it. That's my ring. So that puts an end to it. Looks like you wanted to hang the wrong man after all when you blamed Tony. I'm not exactly proud of myself either. I mean, I did kind of jump to the wrong conclusion. It happens. I just lost it when I noticed my precious ring had gone. Must be real special if you're that protective of it. It's one of the most treasured things I have. It was a present from my older brother before he passed away. Marie reach. It's fucking Ludwig. Marie reaches for the photo of on the bookshelf. I suppose I'd better go and patch things up with Mr. Wolf. Not sure if I can face him right away, though I'm still pretty embarrassed. He's bound to fly off the handle and start shouting at me again. Well, you can't say you don't deserve it. What should I do? Tell you what, I'll have a word with him, see if I can't smooth things over a bit. Thank you, Mr. Hyde. Hey, might as well take your stuff back, too. Don't be needing it now. You got your ring back. I'll see myself out. Thanks again. Why is your brother giving you a diamond ring? Yeah, that's kind of odd. I mean, it's not too weird for, like, siblings to gift each other jewelry, but ring has, like, there's, like, a connotation with rings, you know? Alright, man, you're innocent. Tony. What is it, man? I found the ring in Marie's room. Seriously, you got it? It had fallen behind the side of a dresser. I knew it! I knew she got her facts wrong. She also said she was sorry. Yeah, like that's gonna be enough to clear the air. You know, it's about time I started hearing some serious apologies. I think you should go easy on her, Tony. She's really embarrassed and not exactly proud of what she said. Perhaps you should just let it slide this time. You heard what she said about me, right? Come on, Tony. We're all gonna be clearing out of these apartments soon. You really want to cause any more trouble for yourself? Yeah, maybe you're right. I think I'm man enough to take this one on the chin. And I forgive and forget. You know, all that shit. Thanks to you, I'm in the clear. Can't thank you enough for what you did. Can't imagine it would have gone this well if I'd asked anyone else. Guess all that detective training you got really paid off. Whoa, hey, hold on. Hey, Tony, how'd you find that out? About me being a detective, I mean. I heard it from Dylan. Dylan? How the hell did he know? I thought he must have told you or something. Like I'd tell that guy like him all about my past. I haven't told anyone living in this building about that. Oh, that's so? I just figured that kind of info must have come straight from you. I was pretty surprised when I heard you used to wear a badge. Figured you must have been through some rough to make you quit. Meaning, no need to give me that kind of look. I'm just, I'm thinking out loud. Looks like I crossed the line though, huh? Oh wow, is that the time? We gotta get to an audition. Catch you later, man. An audition? Yeah, and if I make it through, I'm gonna get me a live gig. And if that happens, drinks are on me. Tony makes his way along the hallway and heads down the stairs towards the lobby. I won't hold my breath for those drinks. Something about what Tony said. Was it? How does Dylan know about my past? Oh, there's my pager. Better get back to my room. Good buddy Ed wants to talk. Oh, wait, wrong way. Let's hop back in our room. Suppose should give Rachel a call. Hey, Pookie. This is Red Crown. How can I help you? Hey, it's me. What's up? Ed just got back. I'll pass you over. Oh no, this is gonna be a lovely talk, I imagine. What is it, Hyde? There's something we gotta discuss. Yeah, well, it's a little late to start apologizing. I don't care how much you grovel, I'm not taking my decision back. It's not about me getting fired, Ed. Then what the hell's it about? It's about an order. An order that made its way to me directly. What? There was an order sheet in my room when I got back yesterday. The message on it was vague, and it goes like this. Find the Scarlet Star that disappeared in Hotel Cape West 25 years ago. You sure you got your facts straight? Orders shouldn't come directly to you at all. As far as the clients are concerned, they don't even know who Kyle Hyde is. You haven't been spreading what the deal was with behind the scenes, have you? What do you take me for, an idiot? Whatever. You Ignore that order sheet. In case you forgot, Red Crown ain't your concern no more, so just drop it. You can take that piece of paper and burn it. But, Ed... Plus, it sounds like a bogus order to me. Think about it. It's gonna be after something that went missing 25 years ago. Just drop it. Besides, you got more important things to do. You know, like finding a job. Ed. I'm hanging up. Bogus order. Even if it does turn out to be bogus, how did it make its way to me? Speaking of strange, Tony heard I was a detective from Dillon of all people. Something's not quite right about all this. I think it's about time Dillon and I got better acquainted. Hey, let's have a little talk with this Dillon. Why is that so mean? Because he's an old man. In the 80s. You don't even need to, you can scratch the 80s part, he's an old man. Also, we've been slacking on the job we were doing for him. So, he's a little bit pissed at us. I think he's on the 3rd floor, from my understanding. I think Kyle's the boomer, I don't even think... Oh, there's someone in the hallway. Yeah, there you are, you fat fuck, get over here. Spreading words about me. Here, I'm coming in with a flying kick. Watch this. Whoa! Fucking annihilated you. Hey, you got a moment? I got some questions I'd like to ask you. Questions to ask me? Yeah. Let me bend your ear for a bit. Are you gonna tell me what it's about? Tony from 201 told me that you were blabbing about me once being a detective. Well, that's right, I think I did mention it to him. But he came and asked me about it first. He asked you about me. Right. He must have been about 2 weeks back. I was called to his room to take care of a door that wouldn't close properly. And after I fixed it, he asked if I'd like to grab a drink. That's when he started asking about you. I remember him asking if he knew anything about you. Tony's the one asking. You gonna tell me how you knew I used to be a detective? It just cropped up one day. Cropped up? What the hell's that supposed to mean? I saw your name in an old newspaper article. An article? Right. It was an article about an undercover investigation in New York. When I read through, I noticed the name Kyle Hyde. I also noticed that you shot an undercover cop. One that was on the take, not exactly through and through blue. When was the newspaper dated? I think it was from around 4 years back. What did Tony want to know about me? He was going on about how he'd like to become your friend. And he just wanted to know if I knew anything about you. So, naturally, when he asked, I told him what I knew. All I said to him was that you're an ex-detective who works as a salesman. Yeah, why are you reading old newspapers? Yeah, where'd you find this newspaper? Let me think. It was just a coincidence. I stumbled across the paper and noticed the article. Finding an old newspaper with stuff about me was a coincidence? You really expect me to buy that story? Honest, I was out on a job at the time. Out on the job? Yeah, I'm in the plumbing and repair business, so I often get sent out on jobs. Find myself in buildings and offices a lot. I even fix windows occasionally, too. Thinking back, when I saw that article, I had just moved back from New York and was doing a job in someone's bathroom. The people had just moved in and there was all this stuff all over the place, including an old newspaper someone left lying around. I just had a hunch and thought I'd give it a read. That's when I saw your name. How far back was this? I don't know, 3 months ago? So we done with all the questions? Yeah, for now. Huh? Who's that? Who the fuck? Here we go. You really should take your chat elsewhere. You're blocking the hallway. Sorry. Kindly get out of my way. Frank. This miserable old guy's Frank Raver. He occupies room 302 and has a tendency to skulk around late at night. Harumph! If memory serves, you're... Kyle Hyde, the guy living in the apartment below you. You can't say kindly and then proceed to be a rude-ass bitch. Yeah, he comes up here, kindly move your ugly, hideous forms from my visage. I said kindly. Now that's boomer talk right there, of just being extremely mean and then saying, I said please, though. Who, incidentally, has to put up the racket you make walking around all night. I don't appreciate being accused of things, Mr. Hyde. This building may be old, but it's solid and unlikely to cause such disturbance. I'm telling you, I can hear every one of your footsteps loud and clear. Sometimes I can't even get a wink of sleep while you're stampeding around. Well, looks like I misjudged you, Mr. Hyde. I had you pegged as the kind of guy who would have more important things on his mind. Meaning what? Mr. Raver. Mr. Hyde's just trying to say that he's noticed some noise coming from your room. He's not trying to start an argument with you. That's right, isn't it, Mr. Hyde? Yeah, I'm just saying. Well, I suppose I can try to take a little more care late at night. Yeah, gee, thanks. Bit of a cranky old timer we got here. And while we're all here, I had a matter to bring to your attention, Dylan. You did? Yes, it seems that someone left trash by the fire door again on the 4th floor again. Not again. Who would be so careless? Well, that's a good question. But more importantly, we wouldn't want an incident like before, now would we? I recommend you get up there right away and clean it all up. Will do. Thank you, Dylan. Ta-ta. Frank goes back to his room and disappears from sight. Which reminds me, I never got around to checking out the 4th floor. You take care of the repair work on the 4th floor too? Certainly do. I thought the whole floor was disused. That's why it's out of bounds. All the rooms up there are remnants from when this place was a hotel. The fire door was sealed to prevent access, though. Having problems all the way up there just adds to the hassle. That's the last place we want things to go wrong. I'm gonna have to leave you, Mr. Hyde. I have to get up there and sort it all out. Dylan heads up the staircase. It's going up on the 4th floor. Now my curiosity's really piqued. We're on the Kyle can't mind his business arc again. Let me have a talk with this old timer. Hey, old man. Do you have something to ask me? Not really. Probably not a good idea to get someone out of their room if you have nothing to say. Yeah, fuck you, Frank. Can I head up to the 4th floor, maybe? Dylan's already here. What are you doing up here, Mr. Hyde? I didn't think it was a crime to wander up here once in a while. That's true. Frank said something about some trash. Yeah, I already took care of it, though. It was just a flyer from an old newspaper. No great shakes. So somebody makes their way up here just to dispose of something like that? You'd be surprised, but it does happen from time to time. It's things like this that really get to me. And just another one of those many problems with the building anyone can get into. In my opinion, you're asking for trouble if people can just walk in off the street. What kind of incident was Frank referring to? Sorry, I don't follow. No, just now, outside room 302, Frank Raver said something about an incident. He said that something happened up here on the 4th floor? Oh, right, that. Yeah, care to share some details? It was nothing. Ain't that right? Yeah, nothing you need to worry about. Okay, I gotta go make a move. Dylan makes his way out to the staircase and descends out of sight. Now I know he's up to something. He seemed caught off guard when I asked. I've got an idea. The rooms up here have been left as they were when it was Hotel Cape West. I wouldn't mind having a look around. We are going to be looking after for that Scarlet Gem or whatever it was called. Can I get in there even? I can't. Fourth floor hallway is blocked by a hefty looking fire door. See if this thing's locked or not. Uh-oh. Damn. That can't be good. Now the alarm's ringing. What is this here? Can I do something about this? Looks like there's some sort of control panel attached to the wall. Switches on the control panel are both set to on. But if I use those switches, I can stop that damn bell ringing. Flicked back. They keep flicking back. One at a time just isn't working. Oh no, I need to do the technique. Oh no, I need to remember how to do the... Oh no. So I need to be able to flick both of them at the same time. Oh god. Oh sweet lord. Oh, I need to know what's the quick unpause button. Hold on, sorry, this is one of those jank things that we're gonna have to overcome together as a team. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I need to... Oh, Jesus! Oh, sweet lord! What have I done? There we go, okay. Hold on, okay, so I need to... Oh, God, what did I have to do last time for it? Fuck, I need a way to do both of these at the same time. Hold on, this, the first real puzzle of the game is figuring out how to do this. Let's see, hold on. I need to find a way to... Because there was a similar issue like this when we were playing Hotel Dusk. I just need the... Dragging mouse up. I can do this, hold on. Ah, shit, hold on. Hold on, I'll figure this out. Just so you don't have to listen to the annoying. I'll move it on the BRB. See. And there we go. There we go. Finally, it stopped. Not a moment too soon, either. Huh? Someone's coming. You again. Mr. Hyde, what have you done? Yeah, no, about that. I kinda made a judgment error and set off the alarm. A judgment error? More like you thought you'd open the door and start snooping around inside. Yeah, you got me. This is bad, real bad. What? Uh-oh. Miss Patrice. I told you this was bad. Dylan, care to explain what's going on here? For one, why was the alarm ringing just now? Let me explain. And just what are you doing up here, Mr. Hyde? I was just... Well? It's not what you think, Miss Patrice. Think kindly, explain it to me. The alarm went off because I thought it would be a good idea to conduct a test to see if the system was working properly. A test? At this time of day? Yeah. Isn't that what happened, Mr. Hyde? He's covering for me here? I mean, yeah, no, that's what happened. It's just like he said, a test. Dylan asked me to give him a hand while he sets it up. I see. Yeah, I asked him to help. I just figured that even though we were gonna be leaving soon, be a good idea to make sure the safety measures are still working. Good thinking, Dylan. I can't tell you how grateful I am for taking such good care of the building. Now if you'll excuse me. Mags walks away, goes downstairs. Thanks for covering me there. It's not a problem. Now you're off the hook. You might want to head back downstairs. Guess he's right. Think I'll go take it easy in my room. That dude's a real one. Didn't really just chill like that. Very friendly dude. After I returned from the 4th floor, I decided to take a load off and relax on the sofa. Still can't shake the mystery surrounding that order sheet, though. 4 o'clock already. Just in time to catch that show about Hugh Speck on TV. Oh, Huge Cock is about to be on TV. There's an old cartoon on. Japanese spies. Don't think I watched this much as a kid. Today on the 5 News, we take a look back at Hugh Speck's career. From LAPD officer to candidate from LA mayor. Hugh Speck comes straight from the ranks of LA's finest, where he had long had a distinguished career. While under the LAPD, he cracked many high-profile cases, and even stamped out incidents of police corruption. One of his most famous cases happened in the 1950s. A crime ring named Condor was responsible for multiple jewel thefts all over LA. Speck was tireless in his efforts to bring Condor down. Then, 13 years ago, Speck entered the world of politics. As a politician, he continued down his path of justice. One could say that Speck was destined to lead the city. The election ahead will be very interesting indeed. This is Robert Harrison for 5 News, signing off. Hugh Speck. He was an officer in the LAPD during the incident involving my old man. True that back in the day he solved his fair share of cases. But in the one surrounding my dad, Officer Speck had a far lesser role to play. Okay, now how am I going to keep myself occupied? Still plenty of time until dinner. Maybe I'll take a trip down to Lucky's Cafe and grab a coffee. Let's go have myself a nice coffee then. Hopefully no one interrupts me on my way to get a nice delicious cup of joe. I recognize that guy over there. He's who the fuck is that? Oh. That's the killer. He hasn't even killed anyone, but that's the killer right there. Well, hello there. Hi. I definitely know this guy. He's on the 3rd floor and... You're Kyle Hyde from room 202, aren't you? Yeah? And you're... Charles. Charles. Yes, Charles. Is there something wrong with my name? No, I get it. You forgot again, didn't you? You got me, kid. But it's coming back to me. Your full name is Charles Junet, right? Exactamente. Oh no, is he actually French? Might be a good idea to make note of it or something, though. There's only 9 people in this building. It shouldn't be too hard to learn their names. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, kid. Some people find it very rude. If you forget their name, you know. Trust me, I don't forget names on purpose. They just seem to slip through the cracks. Don't go around presuming everyone remembers me either. Interesting attitude. Thank you, Mr. Hyde. That helps me understand the kind of person you are better. Glad to hear it. Try to make an effort to remember my name from now on, yes? When I forget a person's name, I feel terrible inside. I hear you loud and clear. Kid's name is Charles Junet. He came over as an exchange student from France about a year ago. According to Betty, he has dreams of becoming a big-time movie director. Your buddy's with Billy, who used to live in 205, right? Yes, that is right. I remember Betty telling me a while back. It's Junet? Yeah. Not Jenny, okay. Junet. Betty is lovely, isn't she? It's a shame that she won't be living in the same building as... I won't be living in the same building as her for much longer. We've all got to leave this place after all. Yeah, no, thanks for the reminder. Hey, I heard the alarm bell ringing earlier. Do you know what happened? That was just a test, nothing special. A test? I thought it might have been something a little more interesting. Here we go again. I thought... Hey, you got a moment? What did you think had happened? I thought it was happening all over again. What was? You know, like the panic about the fire from 2 weeks ago. There was a fire? I thought it was another fire. Wait, hold on, there was a fire here 2 weeks ago? Didn't you hear about that, Mr. Hyde? I didn't hear a thing, but then again I was away on a trip at the time. It happened around lunchtime on a weekday. You know where the fire broke out? Yes, it was up by the staircase on the 4th floor. Interesting. Yes. I heard that someone came into the building and started it. Luckily, someone spotted it and put it out right away. So the building didn't suffer any lasting damage. Weird. Who put out the fire? Mr. Raver. Frank Raver from 302? Yes, that's him. If Mr. Raver hadn't noticed the fire, who knows what might have happened. By the way, Mr. Hyde, what are you going to do after you leave this place? I haven't quite worked out all the details. Me neither. I haven't even started looking for a new apartment. I really like this place, despite it being a little run down and old. You and me both, kid. I'll see you later, Mr. Hyde. I like the cast of characters here. They got a very diverse group of people. I do feel like some people kind of ended up being a little bit samey in the first Hotel Dusk, but bro's name is Charlie Young, yeah. I like this. They got a very distinct cast here that I'm enjoying. Covering a lot of bases. Well into the cafe for me. Oh hey. Some fire-smelling food. That's some fine-smelling. I was about to say, what the fuck is fire-smelling food? Damn, that shit smells good. Huh? How the Frank, are you teleporting? How'd you get down here? You again? I'm bumping into you a lot lately, Mr. Hyde. Mr. Raver? Good timing. I have something I'd like to ask you. What is this, an ambush? Charles told me that you came across a fire on the 4th floor 2 weeks back. I did, yes. What about it? Are you in the habit of wandering around in out-of-bound areas? What can I say? I get bored easily. I don't have a job to go to anymore either. Plus, it's good for my health to climb up and down the stairs. Thought for a moment you had something interesting to ask me. Goodbye. Frank slips away towards the staircase. Alright, fuck you, Frank. Go eat a delicious Borgar. Lucky's Cafe. Best food and raw caffeine in town. It's worth a trip downstairs just for that aroma of freshly ground coffee. Pretty empty. Hi. Welcome to Lucky's Cafe. Look at him, look at him. He's all bashful. Look at that's adorable. Oh, Mr. Hyde. Nice to see you. Today's coffee is straight Guatemalan mineral roast. Sounds good. I'll take one of those coarsely ground and black. I gotcha. Can I get you something to go with it? That's the million-dollar question. Maybe I can tempt you with today's special dessert. We've only got one left. I made it myself, which makes it extra special. Yeah, why not? I'm sure you won't regret it. The perky waitress is Claire Reagan, daughter of the cafe's owner. She's always cheery, and keeps the customers coming back. He's got a soft spot for her, I can tell. Yes, you'll be taking your regular spot then, right? That's it. Yes. Look at this hungry man. This is like, he needs like the fork and knife in his hand and be like waiting for a meal. Like he is too ready. This dude is ready to eat. I have a habit of always sitting in the same seat when I come here. Sitting here enjoying a good coffee is one of the best things about this place. Here you go. Today's coffee and one of my special desserts. Oh, what are these? My homemade plum truffles. I took a ripe dried plum, filled it with a wonderfully fruity chocolate ganache, then coated it with a slightly bitter type of chocolate for an edgy flavor. Give that man a bib. It all adds up to a deliciously sweet dessert. I hope you like it, Mr. Hyde. It certainly looks tasty. Bon appetit! Claire drifts away from the table after delivering my order. There's an appetizing looking combination of coffee and dessert. I don't know why. I see this position like me looking at my cock. It's for some reason, I don't know why. It's like, what's going on down there? Look how happy he's so content. I need that face. Hold on. That is the face of someone that is so positively plum happy right there. I need like the perfect dimensions on this. Hold on. He's so jolly in this shot. I can't stand it. Hold on. There we go. There's my happy boy. I got him. The fragrant coffee takes me away from my troubles, only for a while. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. Well, Mr. Hyde? Who the fuck are you? Looks like I can't stay away from your coffee for too long, can I? Glad to hear it. How are you finding today's blend? Let me see. Full flavored, slightly bitter, and with a fine aroma to boot. Isn't it, Spec? Got my hands on some top-notch beans. Little darker, but ground coarsely and dipped slowly, giving it a richer taste. I find it pays to add a little more than you think you need to. Well, it sure beats the instant crap. I'll take that as a compliment. Sydney. Guy's name is Sidney Reagan. He's Claire's father and he owns the place. He can dig his heels in when he wants to, but he likes to talk and we get on well. Say, what did you think of the dessert? Be honest now. It was great. How great exactly? You know, just, it was great. I thought you'd say something like that. For me, I find that adding some liquor really sets the taste apart from the rest. Liquor? You know, just adding the right amount of boost, boosts the impact of the ganache. Helps to balance the taste of the plums and the cocoa, too. You know, if you tried a dessert I'd put together, chances are you'd be pining for another. How come you don't tell Claire all this? Ah, don't get me wrong, it isn't like I haven't tried. She's just not interested in my take on recipes. Tells me to keep them to myself. She's in the habit of ignoring my good advice. You know, sometimes I think I can even see my ex-wife's personality poking through. By the way, Mr. Hyde, do you know the customer sitting over there in the back? Which one? Him, over there. Guy with the sunglasses. Guy in the sunglasses? Who the fuck is that cool dude? There's a shifty guy sitting in the back wearing sunglasses. Who the hell's that guy? I mean, fucking mind your business. He's here to eat. I assume. He a friend of yours, Mr. Hyde? Never laid eyes on him before. Strange. Seems to know all about you. What? He came around asking questions and everything. I just figured he must have been a friend of yours. Looks like I got it all wrong, though. That is Majima, you're right. Sydney finishes speaking and leaves the table side. Who's that guy, and how does he know about me? Go fucking kick his ass. What are we waiting for? Hey, buddy, you got a problem? Hey, got a moment? Oh god, he's awesome. Hold on. That depends. Firstly, who the hell are you? Sydney said you know who I am? I never even met you before. Time to start talking, pal. Is that right? Yeah, why don't we begin with your name? My name's Foster. Rex Foster. Rex. So he calls himself Rex Foster. It's supposed to be the guy that called Mom and Rachel. Finally I got a face to put to the name I keep hearing. Been busy making a lot of calls, it would seem. What are you after? I don't seem to remember asking for a guy like you to follow me around. Yeah, okay, you got me. Hey. You got something you want to say? Kyle. You're really trying to pretend you're a salesman, aren't you? The way you speak is a dead giveaway, though. There's no hiding you were a detective. What did you say? Whoops, there I go again. Used to be a pretty good detective back when you were a cop in New York. Seems you had a pretty high opinion of yourself, too, but that part may have been a little exaggerated. I didn't have you pegged as someone who would want to conceal their past as a detective. I guess I was wrong. I don't see that my opinion of myself has anything to do with you. But let's get back on track. What exactly do you want from me? About time you asked. I was hoping to ask you some questions, is all. Questions? Yeah, to begin with, why'd you choose to live in this particular building? No reason, just kinda wind up here. Well, the other one, that's not the reason. You set up here because of the place once being Hotel Cape West. I got no idea what he's babbling on. Made you think, did I? Let's try another question, shall we? Yeah, what's your attitude, buddy? You trying to hide the fact that there was some trouble today on the second floor, too? What are you talking about? How'd you know I was a detective? Now that would be telling. Now don't play innocent with me, you better start talking real quick. Let's just say a little bit of research on you went a long way. So you're researching me now, are you? Care to elaborate on that? Who the hell are you? Hey, easy, you're not the only person I'm looking into. That's supposed to make me feel better? Can't really tell you anything right now. Speaking to you can be quite dangerous, Kyle. Now cut the crap. Define dangerous. You know as much as I do. might feel inclined to get in my way. And why would I want to get in your way? I don't even know who you are. I never said you'd do it on purpose, but guys like you just tend to get in the way. So many bots, what are they doing? Get out of here. You're making less and less sense as you go along. So you may have left the force to seek out a life without too much excitement. Guys like you just get a whiff of a case and switch right back to their old ways. And that's precisely why I can't afford to have you get in my way. Guys like me. Want to explain that to me? No, I'm sure you understand just fine. It's like our fucking... He really is our Majima. He's like he's our head to our tails. Our rival. Trouble? What are you talking about? So you're saying nothing happened, are you? Oh, there was something. Oh, there was something. And that something was... Someone thought they'd been robbed. Really? You don't say. It turns out the person who started all the trouble was mistaken, though. Not that any of that has squat to do with you. Fair enough, just wanted to ask. Who the hell does this guy think he is? That's me done. I'm leaving. Whoa, hey, hold on, not so fast. Take it easy, Kyle. There's plenty of time for us to sit down and chat, you know. Rex says his piece and leaves us. Who the hell does this guy think he is? Huh? So, who was that guy? His name's Rex Foster. Seems he's been gathering information about me. Why would he do that? You in some sort of trouble? Not that I know of. He wasn't a detective, was he? Trust me, that guy was no detective. Our head to our tails? Yeah. Our yin to our yang. More likely he was working for some lousy agency or a third-rate newspaper. Yeah, I guess you're right. He seemed like a weirdo right from the moment I laid eyes on him. Sometimes he'd have this notebook open on the table. Seems like when he thought of something, he'd write it down. A notebook? Yeah, then he'd read his notes back to himself. It bugs me every time I see him. Sounds like cock, man. You're a cock, how about that? Well, what made you think he was weird? Well, for one, he's been coming here all the time. Starting 2 or 3 days ago. Spending long hours with just a single cup of coffee, staring at my customers. And also... There's more? He goes around asking all kinds of questions. Such as... About stuff from the past, mostly. What kind of notes has he been making? When I took his coffee over once, I nearly caught a glimpse of his notes. But he noticed right away and snapped his notebook shut. Asking about stuff from the past, like what? He tends to be fixated on this building's past, when it used to be a hotel. That's quite a while back. And that it is. He also asked about something that happened 13 years ago. Never revealed his motives, but about why he was so interested in that particular event. What happened in the hotel 13 years ago? Well, that's a tough question, and I'd appreciate if you kept it to yourself. Miss Patrice asked me to avoid talking about it. She seemed especially keen to keep it from the people living in the apartments. Oh, come on, what happened? I think I can trust you not to spread it around, Mr. Hyde. The truth be known, when this building was still a hotel, there was a murder here. Murder? On top of that, the case was never solved. Unsolved murder. What do you know about the incident? I don't think I'd better go into any more detail than that, Mr. Hyde. Oh, come on, you told me this much. Well, thing is, someone involved in the incident's rather close to me. Also those who are keen to forget about the incident once and for all. Come on, understand, I'm just not happy to continue discussing it. One more thing. Yeah, what is it? That Rex Foster guy seems to be after information concerning that murder. He could be a reporter. The more I think about it, the more it fits. A shady character like him would make a perfect reporter for one of those gossip mags. I'll bet money that's where he's from. Could be. Well, changing the subject, Mr. Hyde, have you decided to go who's going to get your vote? I haven't quite made up my mind. Media seems to be focused on Hugh Speck, the ex-congressman. I personally don't like the idea of him winning, though. Really? Why's that? I just find that guys like him with police backgrounds and such can be a bit suspicious. I got a friend who swears the guy was on the take during his days on the force. He said he was also into racketeering among other things. Yeah, we're talking about Hugh Speck, right? Never heard any of these rumors. Well, it's politics, right? Everyone's at least a little bit corrupt. Won't be easy for whoever becomes mayor. Lowering the crime rate will be tough. Ain't that the truth? Hey, did you hear about the robbery at the jeweler's near here yesterday? I'm usually pretty suspicious of that, too. Sydney puts a newspaper down on the table. This kind of crime gives people like me the jitters. Reminds me of a very similar incident a while back. Dad? Yeah? We got orders queued up over here. Can you come back to the counter for a while? Sure thing, I'll be right on over. Give what he calls, Mr. Hyde. I'll catch you up another time. Mind if I take a look at the newspaper? Not a problem. Take your time. Sydney makes his way back over to the counter. That was the woman with the hat I saw in the front. That was the hat woman. Sydney's newspaper's on the table. Reads, December 19th, 1980, new development in serial jewel robbery cases. With regard to the succession of jewel burglaries that have taken place recently, the Los Angeles Police Department announced a new lead that the culprit could be a jewelry theft ring called Condor, based on the information that a woman with a black hat had been witnessed at the crime scene for the incident. The group once frightened the whole nation, and there are fears that their reign of terror is beginning once more. The woman in the article sounds just like the woman I saw outside the building yesterday. The first game had like an art ring thief, and now we got the jewelry ring as well. People do love stealing. Things have been more hectic than usual since yesterday. Guess there's only one thing for it. If I think back over the events, maybe I can clear a few things up. Reminds me of Robespierre. Robespierre. December 19th, 1980. My alarm clock woke me up as usual, but just after I got myself back to sleep. The phone rang and got me up again. The one who woke me up with the ridiculously early phone call was... my mom. Right. It was Mom who decided it'd be a good time to call then. She's currently living in New Jersey by herself. After I finished speaking with Mom, Rachel called. Both she and Mom had some very similar stuff to tell me. They both said... That's right. Both Rachel and Mom said they'd received a phone calls from the same caller. They said his name was Rex Foster. They were keen to find out whether he was an acquaintance of mine or not. After catching the TV show about the candidate whose speech I'd wanted to hear, Tony got me caught up in some crazy situation, just like always. Who was the second floor occupant that swore Tony stole her ring? That was Marie. Right. It was Marie from room 206. She somehow got into her head that Tony was a master jewel thief. I was coerced into taking a look around Marie's room to prove Tony's innocence. Turns out the ring had fallen just between some furniture. After I proved Tony was innocent, he expressed his gratitude. As we talked, he mentioned that he knew I used to be a detective. Tony got that info from... Dylan. That's right. After squeezing him for facts, he finally told me it came from Dylan. Dylan's the quiet guy who lives in 304. He takes care of the general repairs around here. He found my name in an article from 4-year-old newspaper. Funny how coincidences like these seem to happen around me. As the day went on, I had an urge to go down to Lucky's Cafe downstairs. Figured I'd head down there and grab a coffee and take a breather. Imagine my surprise finding none other than Rex Foster there. The cafe owner told me Rex had been asking questions. He was asking about... Robespierre. Right, the owner told me that Rex had asked about what happened 13 years ago, when the apartments were still a hotel. He turned out to be the same guy who'd been calling around for info about me. Now I find out that he's after facts surrounding what happened in the past here. Unluckily for me, he chose not to let me in on his secret and left. Despite the apartments being due to close, I spent the entire day embroiled in conversations with other residents. Turned out to be pretty useful for gathering facts on past and present events here, especially the unsolved murder that happened 13 years ago. The sudden appearance of Rex Foster in the cafe today made me feel uneasy, and set my mind spinning back to the mysterious order sheet I found in my room. I think I'm just beginning to register the fact that there's something more to this building than meets the eye. There's some sort of secret to be found here, I'm sure of it. You now read the events of this chapter in the last Window novel. Okay. I think I'm gonna end it there. My voice is pretty shot. You can probably hear it, me suffering as I speak. It's very strained at the moment, so I think I'll take the time to end it here. It is nice. There's a lot of things about this game I like. It's a very fun point and click adventure. It's not usually what I enjoy. I kind of wish there was more mystery solving elements to it, but that's not the game they wanted to make, so who am I to say anything regarding that? Let me move us over to ending real quick. Yeah, I think this is the first episode in the last window. We'll be playing this to completion. They're not very long games, so I don't think it would take more than maybe 5 sessions of this. So we'll have to see. The exit out of that. Let me find someone to throw us over to. Perfect. Anyone else streaming Hotel Dusk? Here's someone. The last window. Oh, put us over to. Here. Yeah, I'll throw us over to, I rated them last time. I should find someone. What the fuck is that thing? What is that? That's a creepy-ass VTuber! Holy shit, that looks awesome, though! Oh my god, I really don't... What the fuck? Hold on, no, you guys gotta stick around just to see this. That's a wild VTuber! That looks so cool! What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna throw us over to Patters. That's creepy. It's like Oogie Boogie or some shit. Oh, that looks awesome. What the fuck? They need to get... That is so fucking cool looking. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna throw you over. Go give him some love. From one Eldritch Horror to another. I tip my hat to thee. You look fucking sick. If you hear this, farewell. I'll send you over. Bye-bye.